cannot tell you the last time I felt very scared after watching a movie. When I was a little kid, movies did this to me where I felt scared at night and closed all the windows and turned on all the lights. This movie gave me that feeling again. Lake Mungo stars Talise Zucker and is about strange things start happening after a girl is found drowned in a lake. So if you're really well kept up in the horror world, then you've probably heard of this movie. Now, I have heard about this movie. I remember when famous movie reviewers reviewed this movie, and I was like, huh, and everyone said it was terrifying. And usually they hype it up, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll watch it one day. And it's been on Amazon Prime for like the longest time, but I just never came around to watching it. And then one day on Twitter, I saw that it was finally being sold on Blu-ray for the first time, and I ordered it instantly. Like, I ordered this big thing. This thing is dope, and I'm glad I ordered it, because when I saw it, I instantly paid for it. I was like, I cannot wait to watch this movie, finally. So now, really jumping into this movie, the positives, all I can really say about this movie is, like I said in my intro, this movie is scary. Like, I mean, fully. Like, when people usually ask, is the movie scary, is it any good, stuff like that, I say, it's got some creepy moments, it's alright. I usually say it for a lot of horror movies. There's only a few ones I'm like, this is scary. This movie is scary. Lake Mungo, from beginning to end, had me goosebumps, nervous, gripping on to my pillow/blanket, and I did the dumbest thing possible, and I watched it in the middle of the night with all the lights off in the living room with a big 4K TV, and I watched it on Blu-ray, and you know, that was a really, really dumb idea, because I literally was going to film my review afterward. It's been 2 days since watching this movie, and I really just can't sit down in the dark these past few nights. It's really screwing me. This movie affected me that much, and it is all to the perfect direction in this movie. Joel Anderson, who has not done a single movie and has no social media or anything. It's like a weird mystery. He did this one movie and now he's gone. It's really kind of scary if you ask me. But this movie is about this girl named Alice who drowns in this lake, and now her ghostly self is haunting her family, is in the house, creeping everyone out. But the movie is a documentary. Well, it's mockumentary, but it looks and sounds and it feels everything like a documentary. I almost tricked my mom into watching it and saying, hey, there's just documentary, but really it's fake. Because if you look it up, they're all actors, there's a script, it's fake. But my God, does it feel real. I mean, this movie is shot beautifully. I mean, all the amazing shots at nighttime, the cinematography, the stormy nights, like the stuff where we get to see the B-roll footage, it's outstanding to look at. The movie looks really good, and all these actors, I mean, this isn't acting. Like, I mean, these guys, like, this is the family. Like, this is a mom, dad, brother, and we all have all these people coming into the house trying to figure out what is going on, where is Alice, what happened, and there's this mystery throughout this entire movie. Do they really know their daughter and stuff like that, which leads to way more things that I did not expect in this movie. But like I said, I think the real reason the movie is actually just terrifying, to me at least. Like I said, it's filmed in documentary style. It feels like a documentary. It feels real. It looks real. So when they're filming and they have cameras set up in their house, to me, household horror movies are always more frightening than the others, because it's your home. It's your safe haven. It's the place where you go to sleep at night. But then, when you have cameras in the hallway, and it's just a black screen, and you just see nights and the quietness. But then, the camera will zoom into the corner of a little girl sitting there in the shadows. There's a picture. You're looking at this picture, you're like, what's that over there? The movie has that the entire time, and it's frightening. Now, I actually do have some issues with movies. Besides it actually being just terrifying, frightening, and just under your skin, I actually have some issues with this movie. My biggest issue is there's a lot of plot points. Now, like I said, there are secrets to this movie about Alice. Towards the end, we learn more and more and more. They set up like 3 storylines for her. and they never come back in the very end to wrap it all up. It kind of feels like they were just adding things to add things. Now, I have gone online after watching the movie, and I've seen theories, endings explains, and I do like that this movie is giving you basically, here's this subject, here's what's happening, you may theorize, and there's theories out there, and I love the theories. Now, there is a theory that, again, I don't want to spoil this movie because a lot of people have not seen this movie, and I was one of them for a while until I finally sat down and watched it. But there's a theory about the brother, and that's all I'm going to say. To me, out of all the theories I've seen and read and believe in watching the movie, that's the one I believe the most, the brother theory. So if you're into the theories, you've seen the movie, then you probably know what I'm talking about. If you're not, I'm sorry. Again, I don't want to spoil it because this movie's fucking scary. But now, of course, after years and years of trying to watch this movie, which I could have done on Amazon Prime right now, which you can as well, all I've heard in all these reviews, again, I did not know the spoilers. I knew really nothing about this movie except it was just praised and it was a mockumentary. That's all I really knew. But there was a thing that people kept mentioning in the reviews. All of them said, the scene. And the entire time, like I said, I'm creeped the fuck out. The entire movie. I am literally like sitting there like keeping eyes on little shadows in my room and like stuff like that. And then finally, I guess, the scene that everyone was talking about that finally happened. Oh my god. Like, it frightened me. It's the scene that made me have a nightmare these past 2 nights. Like, it freaked me out, and it is for sure the best jump scare ever in a damn movie. That's all I'm gonna say. Again, I don't want to spoil this movie, but overall, the movie is absolutely terrifying, and the reason why is because it's the documentary feel. It's in your home. These actors, I mean, this is not acting. These are real freaking people, guys. Like, I mean, it feels that way at least. But again, I do have issues because the movie tries to put so much. At the very end, there's certain points I was like, a character omits something. I was like, why the hell did you not tell this family 3 weeks ago this information, you dumbass? But besides that little stuff and the theories and all that kind of stuff, it is a terrifying movie. It got under my skin, and I cannot remember the last time a movie did this to me when I was a little kid when I watched The Ring and like The Grudge. That stuff freaked me out when I was a kid. If I would have saw this movie back then, it would have joined this list. But as an adult, as a 21-year-old little man, this movie got under my skin. Now I'm gonna give Lake Mungo a B+. You can watch the movie on Amazon Prime, which is usually how people are watching this movie, but again, Second Sight Films made this Blu-ray for the first time on Blu-ray. This thing is awesome. I loved it. It's actually just really cool. I can't wait to actually go watch the special features. I'm actually just scared to right now because I'm still trying to process this movie out of my head, and I had to film this review, and it's nighttime, so my world is just fucked right now, but I cannot recommend this much. If you can get your hands on this, get it. It is awesome, and it's worth it, and like I said, this movie, to me, is scary. If someone asks me, I'm going to say it's frightening. Lake Mungo is a underrated, almost masterpiece. Again, plot points besides. But scare-wise, man, I mean, guys, like, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, you guys enjoyed this movie review, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.